The power tussle in Karnataka. The demand for creating more deputy CM posts in the state has reached the Congress High Command. Post the Lok Sabha poll results, there has been a renewed push from cabinet ministers like the PWD minister Satish Jarkioli to create more deputy CM posts. Jarkioli has reportedly taken the issue to Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge along with a few other MLAs and ministers in the state. And the demand now is for 3 deputy CMs, if not more, in the state from different communities. In this tussle, BJP leaders have alleged infighting in the Congress and a power struggle at the state unit as well. Remember, the post the assembly election victory of the Congress in an effort to placate Chief Minister aspirant DK Shivakumar. At that time, the arrangement was that he would be the only deputy CM along with being the Congress state president. However, in the Lok Sabha polls, DK Shivkumar's brother DK Suresh lost the Bengaluru rural seat, and the party's poor showing in the OBC Vokkaliga vote heartland is seen as having considerably weakened DK Shivkumar's position. Chief Minister Siddaramiah, though, has said the High Command will take the final decision on this issue. So has the Lok Sabha poll results changed power equations in Karnataka, and what does more deputy CMs mean for the old power equation between DK Shivkumar and Siddaramiah in the state? Smita Gupta, Chandan Gowda and Manisha Priyam with us. Chandan, first to you. Given the results of the 2024 Lok Sabha polls, do you see it as a big hit on DK Shivkumar's aspirations for the Chief Minister's post? In a sense, making Siddaramiah a little more comfortable at the top. With more deputy CMs, the power would be, the position of DK Shivakumar would be equal to the rest in the Congress.
Veera, if you recall, soon after the assembly election results were out, and when you had the announcement that DK Shivakumar would be the lone deputy chief minister, you already heard these very people you're hearing today make a bid for the deputy CM position. And the rationale being the Dalits, the tribals, and the minorities and the Lingayats have voted for Congress in large numbers, and that ought to be recognized by accommodating leaders from these communities in a powerful decision-making forum, right? And that had been sort of went on the back burner. The elections in Lok Sabha elections have concluded, and you've heard them being renewed. And of course, what you mentioned earlier, that losing his brother's seat in Bengaluru rural may also be a catalyst. But I don't think it's entirely because of the Lok Sabha elections that these have happened. I think these were lingering demands for, greater community-based leadership representation in influential arena. And we have to just see what the High Command is going to say. Siddaramaiah said, I'm not going to respond, let the High Command respond. And Veera, they're asking for the deputy CM position as if these positions in themselves carry power. As you know, they don't. It's not even a portfolio. It is just a position without any...
No, but it's more a question of symbolic assertions, Chandan. It's a symbolic assertion of the power of certain leaders in the cabinet who have, as you rightly point out, have been making a demand. But this was part of the arrangement, we were told at the start after the assembly elections.
Manisha, what I was about to get at was, maybe the result is going to be something like a core committee. Without deputy CM positions, maybe there'll be a core committee formed with a few other people.
Manisha Priyam, but do you see... Manisha Priyam, do you see a change in power equations? We seem to have lost Manisha Priyam's connection there. But Smita Gupta, having been a long-time observer of the Congress, do you believe that the power equations and the power balance in Karnataka changes post the Lok Sabha election result?
Well, as Professor Gowda pointed out, these were long-standing demands. However, the reason that DK Shivakumar was made the only deputy chief minister was an acknowledgement of the role that he played in the victory the Congress won in Karnataka. In fact, many people felt at that time that perhaps DK Shivakumar's contribution to the Congress's victory, especially because he was behind the whole the propaganda, the communications, the social media effort made by the party, that he was actually a contender for the chief minister's job. But in the end, the Congress made him concede that post and said that Siddaramiah should become the chief minister, you become the deputy chief minister, and there was some talk about
Right.
DK Shivkumar becoming chief minister perhaps after 2.5 years. So this appears to be an effort by Mr. Siddaramiah to, stymie that effort. And I agree that Lok Sabha results are probably being used as an excuse. The defeat of Mr. DK Shivkumar's brother is being used as an excuse to bring back this
Brother.
on the front burner. But I would say that the Congress,
Important
if I'm
point
allowed
that
to
you
say
make
as
there.
a long-term observer, that I think it would be a mistake to change the setup, because what the Congress really needs, as you know, we have seen the results this time. They've doubled their numbers in Parliament. This is a resurgent
Vote
Congress.
shares.
It should have learned some lessons. They need more DK Shivkumars in the party, not just in Karnataka, but everywhere in the other
Okay,
states
you're
as
making
well.
an important point. I just want to get Manisha Priyam very quickly into this. Manisha, given that Smita is making a very important point, saying that the Lok Sabha election result, in fact, Smita and Chandan, the Lok Sabha election result is only being used by the different power factions to create, push their point of view across. But the fact that the Congress did not win in the old Mysore region, the fact that the JDS is now part of a truly coalition government in New Delhi, where does that leave the old power equations in the Congress, which was considered held by the two champions from the old Mysuru region, Siddaramiah and DK Shivakumar? The others, do you believe, will start asserting themselves?
Yes, this demand is a definite assertion. And what I saw, I've just spent about 10 days in Bangalore and Karnataka trying to understand what happened. Yes, the Lok Sabha election results and the loss of the seat by DK Suresh has had a role. But I also saw that in the state of Karnataka itself, the momentum of the victories picked up in the second round of the elections. The first round was also one where there was a large belief that whatever we do, the BJP will make the government in the center and they will have 300 plus seats. Now, that was a mind-boggling kind of information asymmetry. In many parts of India, there was a certain disbelief that whatever we may have done in the assembly elections, in the Lok Sabha elections, jeetega to Modi hi kind of thing. So that poll kind of hung over there. By the second round, they had picked up. So definitely they've not done very well in the old Mysore region, and questions should be asked. But the fact is, questions are being largely asked of DK Shivkumar. So that's something that needs to be understood. There was also some discomfort with the guarantee schemes, how it's going to be paid up, and the hiring of BCG, etc., was something around which there was a lot of discomfort. A lot of the consultants who'd worked with the old BJP government are now seen as advisors.
Manisha, I'm sorry,
in
but
the new government.
We seem to be having we seem to be having some trouble with your connection there, but we're also running completely out of time on this show. But we'll keep a close watch on how that power equations develop over the coming days and how the High Command, as Smita points out, takes a call on this. Thanks very much for joining us.